Hey guys, what's up? Danny back with an update. I was just messing with you can see my locking differential there. And I removed the panhard bar in here that goes from one end to the other across the chassis. Now, when you let this down, it still bump steers a little bit, but it's really free and easy when it hits. It doesn't jam to this side like it was, you know. Now it comes up and down, so I'm going to figure something out for that bar there. And I'm going to go order one of the 1/14 scale steering arms for this and move this steering servo out here square so it sets in this way and turns this way. That way I can hook it directly to the arm and it'll have a pivot here and a pivot there, and that should get rid of the bump steer on the thing. And hopefully it'll be more consistent and smooth. Still, it's better now. Like I say, with just a little bit of bump steer. Before it was pretty crazy. This locking differential, I was gonna say, don't bother buying micro servos for these things, because it burns them right out. I mean, immediately. The spring tension in this is just too heavy for a micro servo. Because my micro servos came today and I was going to switch them all over. I switched my throttle over, and I took that servo, which was one brand new one that I had in another kit, and I put it in for my steering here to get rid of the glinching I had. But so far it's getting a lot better, so it's almost ready to roll now. And like I say, I wanted to hook up this here, so I used just a regular 1/10 scale high torque servo for this to set it in and out. And this is the result. It's a little sticky, but I think with the movement and vibration it'll wear itself in, because right now it's all brand new machined. And I put a little HHS 2000 in there to kind of lube up this shaft right here, see what the spring is in it, because it got quite a bit of tension on that little spring there to lock that differential in, you know. So it pushes it right back out. So I think it needs more room. I don't, you know, I think maybe this little collar here needs instead of being square, they need the ends kind of rounded a little bit so it'll go in and out easy. So that's going to be my next deal. So, hey guys, what's up? It's Denny back. Well, today was a long day, so I spent a lot of time working on the front locking diff, and I'm going to show you guys how it shifts. I had to use the bigger servos because the small micro servos ain't going to work for those locking diffs and all that. So here we go. So what we got is a bigger servo for the locking diff, because like I say, in my earlier time this morning, my micro metal servos came. I hooked them up, and there's just too much tension in this front locking diff for a micro servo. It just smoked two of them right in a row. So what I did was I ended up carving out a little servo hole to a bigger servo hole and putting a bigger high torque metal gear servo on it. So that works pretty good. And it does lock in, but it's sticking and it needs a little refinement, or it needs ran in. I haven't really ran this thing yet, so once you start running them, things start loosening up and fitting a lot better. But I'm going to show you how the shift mechanism works on this thing, because Steve from RC Tanks and Trucks, he's got his up and running. Check out his video. He goes through the gears in his out in the driveway there. And I had a funny feeling that third gear was going to bring some serious speed here, you know. And but so far I still love the kit. You know what I mean? It's like there's been a couple of weird things that's happened. One was the panhard bar. I removed the panhard bar totally off there, and I do get a little bit of steering turn in it, and I'm gonna redesign this thing so it has a, I guess, more of a up and a down on each end. That way, when it does pivot, it pivots together. It doesn't. Right now, when it pivots, it's pivoting like this, and what it's doing is it's binding this spring on this side, and it's moving the rear, and the steering's all messed up. So, anyways, I got a 1/14 scale tractor turnbuckle up here for the steering. I'm gonna hook that up there. It should be coming soon. I forgot I ordered one. I ordered one in advance to this because I seen this setup on here, and I've been through this before, and the bump steer is horrendous. So, anyways, I'm gonna hook the batteries up here, and I'm gonna show you how I set up my radio. This is a 6-channel Surpass Hobby cheap radio. I use these all the time because they're inexpensive and they're pretty reliable. So actually we'll turn this on first and turn that on. Now this here has a momentary switch down here, and it's got a 3-position switch up here. So I use the momentary switch to move this apparatus up and down, because the way it's pretty ingenious the way they figured this out. And I'm gonna get a close-up here on it and show you guys how this thing shifts. Let me get some light on it too. Okay, you're gonna see a bunch of aluminum slag there because I had, like I say, I bored this hole out over here. Now right here is your up and down. Move it like that. This here is your up and down position, okay? Now this here moves back and forth. And when it's down, it's reverse and first. And then when it's up, it goes to second and third. So we'll click the button here. I'm going to click this here and watch how that goes down. Now see, the 3-position switch here has a neutral in it. Right there. Back, forth, neutral. So when I want to say I'm in the down position, that's the up position. Okay, down is for reverse. And I'll turn this here. See how it turns? And click it forward, and it's first. So it goes into first gear. Now, when we pick that up, we go back to neutral again, just like so. I would go into neutral. It's just easier with a 3-position switch here. And then I click this like that, down, up, and then I move it again, back. That's second gear. It's funny how that one arm does all the gears, which, like I say, is really cool. And there is high gear, your third gear. So, and then you can put it back into neutral again, and then you can drop it down to go back into first reverse. So that's simple. It's just easier. All that arm does down there is separate the first and reverse gear to the second and third gear. So instead of having 2 different pull apparatuses, this one does it with one arm, which is cool. So anyway, that I was happy to get done. And then, like I say, the micro servos down here on the bottom, they just ain't working. So, but I do have, I'll put in a short video of that. I did put a micro servo in here for the throttle, and you can see how it works. And when you come back, that's kind of a cornball setup there. It's got like a flexible link there. I'm definitely going to change that and they put a spring link on the brake, you know, so when you come back, holds the brake, but they don't. I don't know. That one there is weird. See how it stretches? It stretches way out, and then I don't know. It's kind of floppy. Never seen anything like that before, but it works. And so I'm going to take it out and give it a maiden voyage here soon. But you know, for now, it is what it is. And I wanted to give you guys an update on that. But check out Steve's video at RC Tanks and Trucks, because his is running and out there. I think these air filters are going to be a little bit of a problem too, because this one keeps popping out. And I had a little bit of fuel come in here, and this thing swelled up like really huge, and it just kept falling out. So I may have to put like some kind of a ring in there, because all it is just a piece of rubber, you know, rubber cap. And the problem is this is a horn-shaped edge here, so when you push it in, it pushes the filter right out. You know, good idea, but we'll see. I can always go to my little headphone filters that you know, the foams, they seem to work really good on my L400s. But anyways, guys, that's the straight poop on that. And it's now 9:30, and I am done for the day. So got to go to work tomorrow, and I'll bring this with me. So you guys have a good one. Like, share, subscribe if you want. And any questions, comments, feel free to hit me up, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Later.